everyone. Welcome to Fandom Fights. I am not Tim Brzakala. I do have the same last name, but I am not him. And here on the desk with me, this direction, we have the wonderful Kirk Kolakowski. Kirk, how are you?
Hi, Maggie. How are you? I'm glad to be here. It's fun to come see everybody, see how things are going over at Fandom. The blue and the green is confusing me, but I know it's going to be fun. I'm excited for this match.
Yeah, we've got a crazy match for you guys today. We have Thomas Scully versus Tim Brzakala, former singles Fandom champion, former Fandom teams champion, and current teams champion, and has challenged for the title twice. Not to mention, both of them had crazy performances in the free-for-all this year, so you know that we have one hell of a match ahead of us. So let's hear what those guys have to say in promos.
All right, back in Fandom with Mr. Thomas Scully. It has been quite a minute since we've been here, and it's very exciting for me to see Scully get back in the ring, especially with Tim. Tim is very, very good, and it's gonna be fun to finally have Scully and Tim play one-on-one. It's gonna be really a fun match. Yeah, I think it's just, I said it already. It's just nice to have us back in singles. What do you think?
Yeah, it'll be fun. I did not like how last season ended. Having my last singles match of the year ended up being a knockout. It kind of made me kind of rethink my strategy in terms of playing Fandom. Now that I've had it's like been 8 months or 9 months since I've been in the singles ring. I think I'm coming into it with a whole new, fresh perspective, and I'm excited. Look, there's no way around it. Tim is one of the greatest players to ever play Fandom. His well-roundedness, the way he plays the game, it's unparalleled. So, going into this match, this has been a very long week. I'm very tired, but did have a little bit of a morale boost today. Not to date this video, but basketball stuff made me very happy today. But got to keep my eyes on the prize, and that prize ultimately is that belt. And Tim is that first step towards getting that belt back.
Man, just make it man. Let's play.
I'm here too. I didn't get brought up, which I actually like. No one said shit about me, and that's what I like to hear from that group. Listen, I'm not going to say much about Thomas Scully. I've grown to like Thomas Scully over this past year. I really liked him last year when Nick beat him and KO'd him, but listen, he's grown on me. Coho doesn't grow on me, but I'm hoping this season is your season in singles. I mean, we've gotten so close so many times. We missed it by barely anything on the 2 goes. I want you to have it, but really we don't have to stress too much because this match would be nice to win. We want to win, but you won the free-for-all. We have a title shot in our back pocket. We can cash it in when we'd like. So we're just going to play it. We're going to see how everybody does, and then we're going to strike when our most opportune moment presents itself. How are you feeling going into this match against Scully?
Like Scully, I've had a rough week. I've been pretty exhausted. I'm moving in a couple weeks, so life has really taken over. But that being said, I'm still ready to play. So like you said, Scully's a great guy. I've really grown to consider Scully a friend over the last few months, especially. And I don't want this to sound cocky. I know it's going to, but I've already played Scully twice in other leagues and in teams, and I've beat Scully both those times. I think this is probably the one where he gets me. That's what I'm expecting to happen. If he wins, he deserves it. He's a great player. He's an excellent player. He deserves to win. So honestly, whichever way this goes, I'll be happy. If I lose, great. I still have my title shot. I can come back later. And if Scully wins, that's awesome because he's a great dude. He's a great player, and he deserves to be playing in more matches. So the fact that we haven't seen him in so long is rough. I'm excited to see him play again.
Let's play.
All right, those promos were uncharacteristically nice and calm. Very strange for a First Order versus Kingsman match. Kirk, thoughts on the promos?
I was advised that I have to say that those were some fire promos, so that's what I'll say about them.
Yep, all right. Well, let's get into round 1 then. Let's just get it going. So, Ko is going to bring people in for me. And I'm going to say the rules, and those rules are we're going to get 10 questions in a different realm of Fandom Fights. If you get all 10 questions correct, there will be a bonus question. Each player gets 3 repeats and a challenge rule, and I think those are all the rules. So, Kirk, do you want to give them their first question in round number 1?
Absolutely. Gentlemen, your first question, round 1, comes in the category of DreamWorks. A large creature called the Great Terror attacks the town of San Ricardo in what DreamWorks film?
Kirk, what is your thoughts on the
Maggie,
category of DreamWorks?
It's movies that my kids like to watch a lot of, or at least they did when they were younger. At this point, it's pretty hit or miss. 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, let's go to Scully first.
Yes, my board is shaded red, but hopefully you can see the answers today. Puss in Boots.
All right, and Tim?
Puss in Boots.
Both correct.
Did I? Yep, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut out like Tim, you guys, because we have the same internet, so prepare yourself. All right, your next question comes in the category of Fandom Oscars, everyone's favorite category. How many Pixar films have won Best Original Song?
Have won?
Yes.
So we can't talk about the Pixar ones, Maggie. What is your favorite Disney Oscar-winning original song?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably I'm going to have like a basic white girl answer of Let It
5,
Go.
4, 3, 2, no comment. 1, pens down.
All right, and Tim?
I think I'm wrong, but I said 3.
And Scully?
I said 4.
3 is correct. Tim going up
Overcount.
2-1.
All right, guys, question number 3 in the category of scores and soundtracks. Bryce Dessner composed the score to which 2010's DC film?
Gotta love these 2 data categories back to back. It's always a good time.
I'm sure these guys do.
I'm sure they're enjoying it so much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, Scully
The Kitchen.
and Tim.
No, that might be right. I said Jonah Hex.
The Kitchen is correct. Scully
The
tying
only one
it
that
back up.
the composer.
Fuck
Fair.
that movie.
Also fair.
Sucks.
All right, guys. Your next question comes in the category of Wizarding World. Where does Harry find the Sword of Gryffindor in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? And we just need like a description of the location, obviously. Nothing crazy specific. We're not a deep cut here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, Tim.
Sorry, I just cut out. Yeah, I didn't know how specific you were looking, so I said the bottom of a pond.
All right, and Scully.
Bottom of a lake.
I feel like we can accept. I mean, lakes and ponds are 2 different things.
I mean, we're
And
definitely taking. Tim's definitely right.
Tim's definitely right. It's bottom of a pond. I'm inclined to accept Scully's answer, and then
I'll go with you on that.
Cody can decide if he wants to challenge that.
Cody, just can I bring in Cody? What do you? I have no. The reason, so I don't feel like we should, but the only thing is I was trying to decide between the 2, and I went with pond. I think
You talk, I talk. I'll do that.
I think we could win it because I think there is a difference between the 2, and if they had pond, but I also they're pretty close. So I think if you want to challenge,
Pond is smaller, lake is bigger. They clearly had pond, so I'm gonna you have to challenge, but I'm not against.
yeah, let's challenge.
I wish you wouldn't, but we'll be right back from this challenge. And we are back from that challenge. So we talked to the good old question writer, and he agrees that the ruling will stand as is, that Scully's answer is acceptable. There's not really a big difference between a lake and a pond, and they don't ever really say or specify in the movie. So we will accept Scully's answer. So that leaves us tied currently at 3-3. Going into the next question of round 1.
All right, next question comes in the category of which I assume is young adult. In Divergent, When her results show up as divergent, Tori sneaks Triss out of her test and tells her to use what excuse for leaving early?
Yeah. I think we should say it like that every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Save
like
a lot of time.
that. True. They're too lazy to type out YA dystopia, so you might as well.
Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down, Scully.
Scully.
Yeah.
I don't remember who I went to the last time, so we're going to go to Scully.
She passed out during this.
All right. And Tim?
That she got sick.
Tim, I think, has the correct answer with her getting sick. All right. So your next question in round 1 comes in the category of Star Wars. What was the last Star Wars film to feature Admiral Akbar?
You a big Star Wars fan, Maggie?
You know, I go back and forth. I feel the hype when there's one in the theater, but then I really don't rewatch them the way that some of the people in this community do. Yeah.
That's been me for the last couple, at least. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right. We'll go to Tim first.
Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
And Scully?
Star Wars Episode 8 of The Last Jedi.
Both being correct.
All right. Next question comes in the category of Disney live action. In Enchanted, the characters from Andalasia are transported into the real world via a waterfall, but come out in the real world through what? Sorry, it was spread out over the dock there.
Fair. It's a wordy question. You had to just kept going.
It did. I was waiting for it to stop, and it just would not.
I always struggle to know where to place the emphasis when they're that long.
Yeah. And I'm not used to your Fandom doc, so.
That's fair.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Let's go to Scully.
They pop through the sewers.
Right. And Tim?
So I wrote a wordy answer, but they come out of a sewer cap / the sewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both of those are
Yeah,
acceptable.
I can see both those. Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna say
All
storm
right.
drain, but maybe not.
Sewer is more right. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So your next question in round 1 comes in the category of Mission Impossible. Who plays Agent Jane Carter in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol?
What do you think about Mission Impossible as a fandom category?
I like it. I enjoy watching them as a category. I feel like 7 movies is not very many, but we'll see how long it takes them to tap it out.
More than that Jurassic you loved so
2,
much.
I don't know if that's true.
1. Pens down.
There's
All
only
right.
5 movies there.
Yeah, but there's so many dinosaurs. We'll go to Tim first.
Paula Patton.
And Scully.
So many fucking dinosaurs. Paul Patton.
Both correct. You guys should not be so mean to the dinosaurs. They're wonderful.
All right. Next question comes to the category at MCU, and I don't know why all the questions I'm reading are off center. Name one of the 3 bad things that Lewis said happened to him in his life before positively telling Scott that he got the van at the beginning of Ant-Man.
Yeah. You do have all the long ones.
Yeah.
Luis, by the way.
Oh, sorry, Luis.
No, you're good. It's for them in case they were like, who the fuck is Lewis? But that's fair. Yeah, that was a long one too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, let's go to Scully
He lost his job.
and Tim.
I think I might be wrong. I said his dad got deported.
Tim is correct. Of the 3 acceptable answers, we have girl left him, mom died, and dad got deported. That brings our score up to 8-6, I believe, as we get into the last question of round number 1, which is in the category of Marvel, regular Marvel. Who fires the bullet that paralyzes Charles in X-Men First Class? How do you feel about the X-Men films, Kirk?
I like most of them. Even the ones people think are pretty bad, I still have fun with. I think there's certain actors and characters in there that make it enjoyable, regardless of some of the dumb stuff that might be going on around it. 5,
Fair.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down.
All right. Let's go to Scully first.
Moira McTaggart.
And Tim?
It was between two, and I said Magneto.
It is Moira.
Damn it. Good job,
So
Scully.
Scully gets up another point. So at the end of round 1, we have a very close score, a 1-point game, you could say. Tim 8, Scully 7 as we get into round number 2. And round number 2 is going to work like this. I'm going to bring up a wheel with so many skills that I have, and we're going to spin that wheel. And each player is going to answer 5 questions from the category. And I believe they all still have their repeats and their challenge rule. Oh, the important thing, I'm not going to yell because I'm not mean like Tim. Stealing is available, and there's multiple choice. That's important. All right, those are the rules.
And Maggie, one thing, Tim has expired his challenge. This challenge didn't get
That
taken
is
off.
true.
Yeah.
All right, so the categories on tonight's wheel include Middle Earth, scores and soundtracks, spinners and opponent's choice as always, Planet of the Apes, James Bond, regular DC, Star Wars, Disney live action, and Mission Impossible. So Tim is in the lead. So Tim and Cody, would you like to go first or defer? Should I stop sharing?
No, you can leave it up.
I can't wait to go visit Pond, Michigan one day. I think we're going second.
Yeah, let's go second. That's fine.
Yes.
All right. So you're going to go second, which means I'm going to reshare the wheel because I should not have.
Yeah, you can just leave it up and Coho will take it in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's magical. Even when I switch to the questions?
Yes.
That makes me nervous, but all right. So this
It only
will
shares
be...
that tab.
Okay.
It doesn't share everything.
This will be your spin, Scully. And it lands on Middle Earth. Would you like to take that or spin again? Oh, you can spin again. I forgot to say that in the rules before.
What are you thinking?
There's better stuff. There's maybe some worse stuff. I mean, if I get this, I take it away from him. It also leaves me prone to steals. I did run through a bunch of Middle Earth before the match, so I'm maybe leaning towards taking it.
Okay, go for it.
All right, then I'll take it.
All right, so Scully is going to be taking Middle Earth, and I'm going to leave my screen share up as I've been instructed. Oh,
Yep.
look. Okay, and Scully, I'm going to give you your questions in Middle Earth because I feel like that is the fair thing to do. All right. So let me just scroll over. I got lost. Oops, there they were. All right, Scully, are you ready for your questions in Middle Earth?
Let's do it.
All right. Your first question. In the Two Towers, what type of animal does Smeagol bring to Sam and Frodo, which he starts to eat raw before Sam takes it away from him to cook?
A rabbit.
That is correct for 2 points. And your next question. In 1978, The Lord of the Rings. Sorry, I'm going to start over. 1978, The Lord of the Rings ends with a battle at what location?
Well, shit. Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Pelennor Fields, B, Helm's Deep, C, the Black Gate, or D, Edoras.
Helm's Deep.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question in Middle Earth. What is the name of Thorin's grandfather in the Hobbit trilogy?
Thror.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question in Middle Earth. In an unexpected journey, which dwarf has read the portent saying it is time to return to the mountain? Five, three.
Repeat the question.
That is Scully's first repeat. In an unexpected journey, which dwarf has read the portent saying it is time to return to the mountain?
Give me multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A. Gloin, B. Oin, C. Dory, D. Nori.
Oin.
That is correct for 1 point.
Mhm.
And your final question in Middle Earth. What is Boromir doing when he runs into Frodo alone at Amon Hen, then tries to take the ring from him in Fellowship of the Ring?
He's collecting wood.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good job, Scully.
All right, so after Scully's round 2, he brings his total up to 15 as we go back to the wheel for Tim's spin. And Tim, your spin is away. And it lands on Planet of the Apes. Are you going to take that or spin again?
So this is one of the ones we were 50-50 on.
Right.
I need to get 7
You need
points.
7. Right.
So if I go to multiple a couple times, what do you
Yeah, you
think?
can. I mean, I think you can do well.
What else
on it.
is? Can I hear what's left on the rest of the wheel? Just 1 second.
Yeah, so what's left on the wheel is scores and soundtracks, James Bond, DC, Star Wars, Disney live action, Mission Impossible.
I'm going to trust you with whatever you want to do right now. I think you're playing really good. But it's. I mean, I'm okay with apes, but how fresh that.
Yeah, let's.
He watched all of them, so.
That's the thing, is he watched them more recently than I have, so I think he's going to be able to steal better. You know, I'm feeling risky. I kind of want to spin again.
Some say fortune favors the bold. So
Let's spin again, and hopefully I don't get
tpublic.com.
dicked. Yeah.
All right, so we're spinning again.
Yes.
Sure.
Person ended up in the Schmodown.
I don't think we're legally allowed to sell that shirt anymore.
Opponent's choice.
That's how it be.
That is how it be. So do you guys need to see the categories again, or do you have a plan?
Yes, please.
All right, so here are the categories again. Scores, soundtracks, Planet of the Apes, James Bond, DC, Star Wars, Disney live action.
You want to do Disney live action, or he missed the DC scores question round 1, but I'm not 100% like that. Like I would say either Disney live action or scores and soundtracks if it were.
Yeah, I think Disney live action, because I did run through like everything pre like 1994 Disney live action. You know, that's only like 13 films, but I think live action probably that's a wider range. That's more wild cards, so we'll go with Disney live action.
Yep.
All right, so Kirk, would you please give Tim his questions in Disney live action?
Absolutely. Tim, you ready for your first question?
Yeah.
What alias does Sanford Skolex, the villain of Inspector Gadget, take on?
Dr. Claw.
I think that's acceptable.
I think so too.
Yep. Okay. 2 points. Inspector Gadget filmed in Pittsburgh, by the way. Question number 2. Nico Caro, director of 2020's Mulan, also directed what Disney live-action sports film?
Oh. McFarland USA.
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh.
Which Muppet plays Charles Dickens in The Muppet Christmas Carol?
Gonzo.
That is correct for 2 points. Which member of the Council of Legendary Creatures helps Scott and Curtis get back to the North Pole to face Toy Santa after Scott has used up the last of his magic in the Santa Claus 2?
Well, I can tell you Scully knows this, and I have no fucking clue, so multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice. Is it A, Mother Nature, B, Cupid, C, Sandman, or D, Tooth Fairy?
Mother Nature.
That is incorrect, Scully. For the 1 point still, your options are A, Mother Nature, B, Cupid, C, Sandman, D, Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy.
That is correct for 1 point still.
Iconic moment.
And Tim, your final question in Disney live action. In how many Pirates films does Bootstrap Bill Turner appear?
2.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, Tim making his way through that Disney live action. And we have a tie game, folks, going into round number 3. And round number 3 is going to work like this. There's going to be 5 questions, also from random categories. And each player is going to bet. They can bet between 0 and 2 points. If they get it right, they gain those points. If they get it wrong, they lose those points. And we play, I believe, until the score reaches 0 or someone is mathematically eliminated. Scully has 2 repeats left. Tim has all 3. Any questions as we get into round number 3?
No.
Let's do it.
All right, boys. Your first category is Disney animation.
Who talks first? You talk first. I talk. I'll go first. What are you thinking? You thinking Tomorrowland?
That's live action.
I don't know.
Maybe like Shaggy Dog to start with.
Okay.
If that's 2 points, yikes. How you feeling, Tim?
So I know we hate going 1. We only want to go 2 or 0.
Yeah, I'm okay with whatever right now.
This feels like a situation where I kind of want to go 1 because I don't want to put myself in too much of a hole if I miss.
Don't you mean Scully?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I meant Scully.
No, yeah, I'm okay with 1. I'm okay with 1 or 2. I think 2 may fall into your wheelhouse, but we'll see. I'm okay with 1.
I don't want to go 0, but
I don't think he's shooting for the moon on this one, so I don't think we have to either.
Okay.
All right, let's get bets starting with Scully.
Uno.
1 for
That's
Scully and Timothy.
I'm also going 1.
All right, both players going 1. And your question in Disney animation. What news does Anna give Elsa at the party in Frozen that starts a fight between them, leading to Elsa losing control and leaving the kingdom? Kirk, this is a close match. This is an intense match.
Yep. Always fun when it's close coming down to the betting round.
Mm-hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, let's go to Scully first.
Is it that she's in love with Hans?
And Tim.
That her and Hans are engaged.
I'm going to only accept Tim's answer, I think. I think the being in love part is not the key thing there. So unfortunately, that means Scully loses a point, but Tim gains a point. Kirk, do you want to give them their next category, please?
Next category, guys, comes in horror icons.
Oh, shit.
Well, shit.
I guess I can talk first. I don't have a code though, so this is a little rough.
I mean, that's fine. I should have gone.
I think we can.
I just haven't brushed up on them since January. So
I know that, but I think that you can. I think you can burn some repeats and get at least some points.
So do you want to go
Right?
1 again? We're up 2 right now. So if I miss and he hits, and even if he bets 0 because he's afraid, I'm still up.
But if you bet 2 and you hit, we're up by 4.
I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do.
Wow.
You've criticized me for not trusting you, and that's fair. So I want you to, but you know how I feel.
You're betting something. Bet something. Thanks.
Okay.
Cool. I think I'd probably go middle of the road.
I was gonna say the artist.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
All
Players and managers all good? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Getting bets. We'll start with Tim.
1.
All right. 1 for Tim. And Scully?
Let's fire away, 2.
All right. 2 for Scully. Kirk, go ahead and give them their question.
All right. What does Alice find in her refrigerator, which later appears as the centerpiece of Jason's altar in his shack in Friday the 13th, Part 2?
Thoughts on this franchise as a Phantom category?
It's going to take a little getting used to. I'll say that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, let's go to Tim first.
I think I might be wrong. Mrs. Voorhees' head.
And Scully?
Pamela's severed head.
Both are correct.
Okay.
So Tim goes up to 18, Scully goes up to 17 as we head into the third question of round number 3, which comes in the category of Disney live action.
I have my manager, maybe? Okay.
There you go.
Oh, I forgot to add myself something.
Yep. I haven't been. Yeah. Okay.
I think No Country, Scully. No Country. Probably Fargo.
Here's my thing. I'm thinking Maleficent.
I think
Well, that's correct. That's the first one that's been correct. Man,
I feel like now this is going to be the one where I bet 2 and I miss, like.
Correct. It probably will be. But I think you did really well on those rounds. I think the only one you missed was about a dog shit movie. So I think if you bet 1 and he bets 2 and you both hit, we're tied again. If you bet 2 and he bets, I'm leaning more towards 2 on this one, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna trust your judgment.
No, if that's what you want me to do, let's do it.
Okay, use your repeat.
All right, we're going to get bets from players, starting with Scully, please.
2.
2 for Scully and Tim.
2.
All right, both players swinging big, and I will try to pronounce this as best as possible.
Oh, boy.
Which 2010s Disney live-action film features a dark planet known as Kamazat, home to an evil energy known simply as the It, or the IT? I'm not really sure.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
Uh,
I said it on 1.
Okay.
He was broken up, just to let you
Yeah,
know.
Okay,
I mean,
is that what happened? I was like-
there's a little bit of lag, so yeah.
I will
to
say
me, it
he
didn't
did
sound
sit
like
on
it.
1.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Okay.
did on 1.
Which-
Tim, this is your first repeat?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is your question bag. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Which 2010s Disney live-action film features a dark planet known as Kamazat, home to an evil energy known simply as the It?
Five.
I'm going to
4.
use one more repeat.
All right, Tim's second repeat. Which 2010s Disney live-action film features a dark planet known as Kamazat, home to an evil energy known simply as the It?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, let's go to Scully first.
A Wrinkle in Time.
And Tim?
That's totally it. That fucking movie. I said John Carter.
A Wrinkle in Time is correct, so that means that Tim goes down to 16 and Scully goes up to 19.
Background literary knowledge for the win.
Big swing there.
Only with the
Yep, big swing there. As we head into the fourth question of round 3, Kirk, give them their category.
Next one comes in the category of Wizarding World.
I don't even got some shit. You got this.
This one's going to be a wash, probably. So.
Sorry, bud.
No, it's fine. I mean, I did it to myself.
All right, players ready? Tim, what
2
you think?
points.
And Scully?
2.
What a shocker. All right. Kirk, give them their-
Okay. Question Wizarding World. Name 3 of the 4 people taken in place at the bottom of the Black Lake for the second task in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Oh, man. This has been a good match.
It has 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, and we will go to Tim first.
Ron, Hermione, and Cho.
And Scully?
Ron, Hermione, and Cho Chang.
Both correct, both going up 2 points. So that brings Tim up to 18 and Scully up to 21 as we head into the last question in the category of fandom quotes.
I mean, they're obviously betting 0. So do you want me to bet 2 just for the fuck of it, or do you want me to get a wash?
Yeah, it's over.
Put it away. Put it away. Say it 3 more times to make it clear for everybody. We know you're betting 0. Good job, Scully, though. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
The pink hair boy, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm betting 2, yeah.
Okay. And bets from players. Let's start. Sure, Tim is showing me. All right. Scully.
I'm gonna know.
All right. And your question in fandom quotes. Which DreamWorks character said the quote, "You're as beautiful as the day I lost you"?
Ooh, that sounds real familiar. Oh, I got it, Scully.
5.
I was worried.
4, 3.
Like, that sounds real familiar.
1. Pens
All
down.
right. Let's go to Scully first. Who?
This one's so emotional because then they just kill him off half an hour later. Stoic.
That is correct. And
Spoilers.
Stoic.
good job. All right. So that is that. We have a winner. I guess I should do the thing. And your winner, you guys. Come on. Scully the Warhawk question mark? And his first name is Thomas. So Thomas the Warhawk Scully. I got it. Sorry, Scully, for ruining your moment.
It's totally fine.
All right. So now I think me and Kirk talk to each other for 2 seconds, and then we do promos. All right, Kirk, that was a crazy match. It was a 1-point game. We knew it was going to be crazy going into it. Both of these people are titans in the fandom fights realm. Any quick thoughts before we head into finals?
Yeah, it was like a boxing match, and Scully knew he was going to lose by decision. He needed knock on and got that one punch on that one question, and that's what put him over. So, yeah, fun match.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go to not promos, ending interviews. I forget what they're called right now. And I don't even know who we start with first. So whoever we traditionally start with first.
Yeah,
I think the loser.
Yeah, you can start with.
All right. Guys, it didn't go your way tonight. It really did just come down to that last question. But Tim, you killed it in round 2 despite getting opponent's choice. How are you guys feeling?
So I'm really glad that both questions played out the exact way they did, because then we know at the end of the day we would have lost regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if he would have not bet one and make it a tie game, he would have bet on quotes regardless, and they both would have hit, and we would have still lost by 1 point. So makes it feel better for Disney Live Action. I mean, we got opponent's choice. We had no pressure really in this thing. I think not to start a fight with host or anything, but me and Nick too are going to battle for hours after the call that Pond and Lake are different. But if it's never said, it's never said, and that's fine. I'm proud of Tim. I'm proud of Tim. He has a title shot. He didn't have to win this match. He didn't have to prep for a thing. I'm proud of him that now he gets to go watch a normal movie. He doesn't want to watch a fandom film. So I may give some good crime movies for him to just go enjoy and like have a great time watching instead of things with swords and wands. And at the end of the day, we have two Egwene in the wings for Scully. So that's always a breath of fresh air at that point. Yeah, Scully's a great player. Again, if you would have told me a year ago, I would have said I hated Scully with every fire in me. But as a guy in this community, he's one of my favorites. I enjoy hanging out with him and enjoy talking with him. I'm just proud of Tim, and Tim will be back this year. Tim will challenge for the belt at some point this year, and Tim will hopefully this time, third time's the charm, be champion. Now we get a tournament, so that's.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I still get to play in the tournament. I have the title shot. I'm really happy for Scully. I genuinely am. I don't want this to come off like I'm just saying bullshit. It really is genuine, Scully. So I'm very happy for you. Yeah, I like Cody said, like knowing that I probably would have lost anyway. That's comforting. I feel good about the fact that I did well in Disney Live Action. Kept a level head. It is what it is. I feel good about the way I played. So there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, no, it was a good match. I had a really good time playing this match. This was a lot of fun.
Tim, me, you, Scully, we're heading to Pond, Michigan. We're going to have a fishing trip. It's going to be a damn good time. Let's go.
All right, sounds good.
Don't include me in this conversation you have with Nick, but yes, you had a great performance. Let's now bring in our winners today, Scully and Coho. How are you guys feeling?
Go for it.
Yeah, this felt really good. I actually hate that the whole pond leg thing is kind of what caused the difference in the match. But you know, it is what it is. Nick's the rider. He made the ruling. Whatever. But I am down for that fishing trip. So it's a fun fishing trip. But for real, I loved him. I mean, like, getting to know him as a person is just so great because he's like one of the most genuine people out there, and just competing with him tonight. You know, if we had this match like a year ago, it would have been a lot more stressful for I think both of us because we both were kind of have been at each other's throats at times when it comes to matches, and you know, Mismanaged versus Knights of Ren, and then me and Tuig. But now I think this was just a really fun match to play. Like, you know, I love the guy. We both really took our lumps in the match. I had a few the misses in round one. I had the right answer bouncing in my head, chose a different one. I think I can just contribute that to just the amount of real life work I've had to do this week. I'm very exhausted. And then opponent's choice, giving him just live action, I still think was the right move. Because any other category, I think he would have done just as well in, because he's that good of a player, and he ran that really well. And then just in live action, it kills all of us at some point. It killed me when in Mr. Manage's last match. It's killed me in other matches. It's killed every player at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But like Wrinkle in Time, like I feel like that's a Wrinkle in Time because I remember reading that, you know, in like the Wrinkle in Time book that I still have, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, I'm glad to be moving on. I'm glad to be kind of, at least for now, in that. I still have that contendership in my back pocket in case I sort of trip up along the way. So this was, for me, a great way to get back into singles.
Yep, you are heading into a number one contenders match, and I think I can say who you're either going to be playing. Two people. Somebody.
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. So you're either going to be playing fellow Kingsman Cameron Holtzman or First Order member Tyler Butler. Thoughts on who you rather play on, or generally about that?
I suppose I should do my manager job here for a second. Holtzman would be awesome to see him get into a number one contenders match. But we've had a lot of faction v Kingsman this year. I think it'd be okay if we just have a string of taking down the First Order on the way back to the belt. So I'll take that. I think we want Tyler. But we'll play on one.
That's
yeah.
fair.
I mean, whoever it is, I'll look. If it's Holtzman, it's just another Kingsman. It's Kingsman on Kingsman crime. It's been happening all for the entirety of the season so far. But I would love to play Tyler. I mean, he's shown himself to be an incredibly dangerous player. Because he's just so relaxed. I love how he's just so relaxed in matches, and like all this knowledge. It just yeah. But he looks relaxed.
He's not, trust me.
All the knowledge. It just goes naturally, and it's just so exciting to see. But Holtzman, look, he almost won the free for all. He's been tearing it up in teams. So he's a dangerous player. Both are dangerous. So whoever it is, it's gonna be a tough fight. So I'm just excited to keep on moving.
Definitely, it's definitely a match to look forward to. Congrats again, guys. And so Kirk, any final thoughts on the match before we wrap this up?
Coho on a record rooting against his faction member and friend getting into the number one contenders match. That's interesting. But otherwise, yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, like Cody said, Tim's going to be in the title hunt at all times, pretty much. So this isn't going to hold him back too much. And Scully, I mean, he really earned it. It'll be fun to see whoever he gets to play here.
Absolutely. All right. So for Tim and Cody in the First Order and Scully and Co. I cut out. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Fandom Fights, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.